Hi folks, welcome to Crisco's Corner, unfiltered commentary. Not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi folks, welcome back from foxnews.com. Just how much of hypocrites are these Biden people? I mean, the Democrats are absolutely ridiculous. They made Trump out to be this monster for the things he was trying to do, protect the borders when the COVID outbreak came about. Let's do a little history tour here. Flashback. Biden suggested Trump's coronavirus travel ban was xenophobic, and that's all they have. That's all they have, and I'll tell you the truth. It's worked for him so far. Racist, xenophobic, homophobic, transphobic, phobic. But you know what? It's working. Now, is it working now? Well, not so much anymore. But it's worked for a long time, and it's the reason why Biden is in the Oval Office and Trump isn't. One of the main reasons. Let's see. The Biden administration restricted travel from several African countries on Friday. Donald Trump is a xenophobe and hates brown and black people. That's why he put a ban on Africa. Biden, let's restrict some travel from Africa. These guys suck so bad. I wish I could articulate it in better words, but I think that's probably the best way to express my opinion on these absolutely hypocritical. I mean, they'll say and do anything. I don't even know what the hell they believe anymore. At least with Donald Trump, you knew where he stood and you knew what he believed in. You might not like it, but you knew right off the bat. These guys, they're so bad. Let's read on. President Joe Biden has imposed travel restrictions in the United States due to coronavirus fears, despite previously slamming former President Trump as xenophobic. I don't even know that, it's a word technically. I don't even know if it has any meaning. For doing the same thing in 2020. And by the way, my understanding is a Biden administration, and I don't say Joe Biden, I say the administration because he's president on paper, but he's not really the president, are reinstating the stay in Mexico orders from Trump when people that want to come in the United States. Instead of letting them in and then giving them an appearance ticket, they never show up. They apply to come in the United States, but they have to stay in Mexico to do it. We are in the midst of a crisis with the coronavirus, Biden tweeted as a presidential candidate last year, the day after Trump imposed travel restrictions from several countries, including China, into the United States. My understanding from Navarro, he was on the Timcast IRL a few days ago. He was one of Trump's number one advisors and aides, that when the pandemic was really breaking in January and February and March, 20,000 Chinese nationals were coming all over the world every day. Makes you wonder that maybe they wanted the virus to spread around, but I can't say what I want to say because this is YouTube. Unbelievable. Biden tweeted as presidential candidate travel restrictions from Trump. We need to lead the way with science, not Donald Trump's record of hysteria, xenophobia, and fear-mongering. He is the worst possible person to lead our country through this global health emergency. No, he's not the worst person. Joe Biden, you are. You have that distinction. Oh, God. This is what then former VP Biden said last year. We are in the midst of a crisis with the coronavirus. I'm doing my deep PBS voice now. We need to lead the way with science, not Donald Trump's record of hysteria, xenophobia, and fear-mongering. He is the worst possible person to lead our country through a global health emergency. You ass. Say and do. What do you really believe in? What do you really believe is a proper thing to do? Nobody really knows. Here's the thing. Trump said it once, too. I should have done everything backwards from what I wanted to do, And then the Democrats would have taken the opposite view and done the right thing. And he's partially right. They just were against it because he was for it. Not the American people be damned. We are against everything Donald Trump does. If Donald Trump had the formula for cold fusion, the Democrats would say it was racist. I mean, these people are nuts. Biden later attempted to walk back the xenophobic comment and claimed during a debate he was making a broad point. Yeah, that's what they do. They make these broad general statements that you can't pin them down to. That's their secret. About xenophobia, not directly referring to the travel ban. These guys suck so bad. A wall will not stop the coronavirus. Yeah, in part. It's a multi-faceted attempt at protecting the country at the time. And if you guys morons hadn't gone to court every other day, a lot of that wall would have been done. But you let hundreds and hundreds of thousands of unlawful people that come in this country just in the last few months, and none of them were tested. But God forbid that you're a nurse in a hospital or a truck driver or a police officer or any of the other jobs. God forbid that you want to go somewhere and sit down and have a freaking hamburger, that you got to show all kinds of proof of being vaccinated. But if you're unlawful and you're wandering into the country illegally against federal law, that's okay. We don't need to test you because this way, because we're not the racists like the Republicans are and Trump, we'll allow you to come in because we are so wonderful. God, these guys suck so bad. This disease could impact every nation, every person on the planet, and we need a plan to combat it. Oh, gosh, this idiot. You know, I used to think of him as this harmless Uncle Joe when I was a Democrat many years ago. Just the bumbling guy, you know, like I think it was Uncle Joe on Petticoat Junction, the one that sat on the porch and did nothing all day. You know, dumber than a bag of rocks, but he was harmless. I think that's why Obama picked him. Anyway, let's read on. Biden also referred to Trump's temporary immigration ban from certain African countries as a disgrace. Let me get my PBS voice back. Trump further diminished the U.S. in the eyes of the world by expanding his travel ban. This new African ban is designed to make it harder for black and brown people to immigrate to the United States. It's a disgrace, and we cannot let him succeed. Dun, dun, dun. You dumbass. I don't know who's dumber. People like him and the Democrats that say this stuff, or the people that believe him. I haven't figured that out yet. And here we go, another Rhodes Scholar. Vice President Kamala Harris also criticized Trump on the issue, calling the move un-American. Oh, I'll just say this. I will give Kamala Harris this. She's come a long ways from where she came from. How she got there, I'd rather not get into right now, but I'll give her credit for being the Vice President of the United States. But one thing is for certain. Kamala Harris will never, ever, ever bring the potato salad to the next Mensa picnic. That's a certainty. This is Kamala Harris's tweet. Trump's extended un-American travel ban undermines our nation's core values. It is clearly driven by hate, not security. Yeah, the evil Donald Trump, the dictator monster of our time, has to be stopped. Morons, absolute morons. Undermines our core values. Everything you believe in undermines the core values of this country. Self-reliance, family, lower taxes, decentralized government, all the core values of our country, all the Judeo-Christian principles that were founded. You could care less about any of them. On Friday, the Biden administration announced it's restricting travel in the United States from several African countries in response to a new strain of the coronavirus known as Omicron, a variant. Yeah, there's going to be tons of variants. And that's what Navarro said on Timcast IRL the other night, this isn't a real vaccine. It's a vaccine, but it's not like polio vaccine where it's you get immunity for basically ever. Because the Chinese will not give up the genome to the original first virus. Call it patient zero, if you will. If they could get the genome, I guess it's DNA, I'm not a scientist. If they could get the genome from that original virus when it first started, then you could develop a vaccine that's permanent, just like polio. But the Chinese won't give it up. I wonder why. The travel restrictions will apply to South Africa, Botswana, and several other countries in Africa. Oh, God, European Union, United Kingdom, and Israel have halted air travel to South Africa in response to the new variant. So the entire European Union, and they say United Kingdom because they're separate now than the European Union, and Israel all hate black and brown people. Where's your criticism? You suck so bad. So bad. I haven't seen a press conferences in the last couple of days, probably because of the holidays. They're probably cutting them back in the White House, but Peter Doocy's going to ask, why isn't this racist to black and brown people, just like you said was for Trump? And they'll go, well, we're screwing over people a lot more humanely will probably be the answer. Trump had the right idea. He had the right idea. You don't have to be, have a PhD in immunology to understand that when outbreaks come from certain regions in the world, you have to ban, at least temporarily, travel from those areas. Duh. There's nothing to do with color. And, of course, they turn around and they say, well, we're looking out for you. Our number one concern is your health and safety and freedom and prosperity. Whatever. These guys are such pieces of... I can't even tell you. And there you have it. Another reversal. Now, they're going to say this is a little different than Trump's. So... instead of saying tomato, we're going to say tomato and call it entirely different. Whatever. Folks, you Biden voters out there, the millions that are decent Americans and do love this country, this is what you voted for. Is the one channel I watch here on YouTube, Chaos Coordinator. She has a lot of kids. She homeschools. She says it's okay to make mistakes, as long as you learn from them. Okay, Biden voters, you made a tremendously huge mistake. Are you going to learn from it? Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.